Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up
Automatic
yardage.
First down.
Ready.
56, Mike, 56. Rabbit. Hit it.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Four down.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Let go.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left. Now he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Blue down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, no, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Boom. And entertaining. Start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Go! 10-2 stop. Watch the screen.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Scene 6.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. In for the score, as his guys are back within a single score. A try here for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. This is Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off play action. Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed. In this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way. And they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
On the set. 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Ready, go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bears have taken the lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Keep playing hard.
Automatic 1st down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Protein spell. Big grip.
On the run, this is Hunt.
Hurry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's 60 or.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Davis now to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what happened.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wilson's got it complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And out of bounds there on the kick.
Let's go, baby.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Come on, boy.
Back to throw. Herbert, he gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
They can't stop us, baby.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Come on, baby, let's go.
We have hit half.
Let's go.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Flip, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. Hard.
With a shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this is gonna be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down.
Let's go.
And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen that, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They run again with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Herbert gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Returnable here for Davis. Good coverage there, an even 50-yard punt. Leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That's going to be caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay, 29 yards. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at 14. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Grace don't travel.
Take 4, take 4.
Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. 2nd drive, not much better. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Orbit. Oh, yeah, and here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Get him, boy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the back, watch the back. Yeah,
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Ready.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
You ain't got nothing.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 22 jet bomber, 22. Ready, go.
They'll try and run for it, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use more timeouts, obviously. but you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep. They'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ready? Dirty base.
Come on. Hey, got tight left, tight ends left.
Hit it.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
Go, run.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Okay, ready. All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. Ready.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.